Howdy, Daisy Air Gunners. Yes, as you can see, we broke out some BBs today to talk about. We talk about Daisy BBs quite obviously because that's all that is here. this is, yeah, I'm pretty strict with my BBs. I lean towards Daisy for all the BBs that I use. Quite honestly, I have tried others and have had decent luck with others and stuff like that. But Daisy's the one I tend to lean towards more than any other. Crossman BBs, Crossman BBs work. The copper plated stuff, I'm not going to get into the whole debate which is better type deal. But I've seen for accuracy, out of like my 499 and so on, Daisy seems to be more um, precision. We'll say round. Okay, like a lot of those BBs claim to be perfectly round, and you can find out pretty easy enough that they are not after you look at it and study it, and if you care that much about it, we'll say that. But there are different brands besides Daisy. I've actually got some Crossman here. These are their Black Widows. So yeah, they've all got their places, I guess. But I always lean on Daisy. That's just me though. And like you can see, they come in various sizes too in their containers. The old school paper tubes that a lot of us grew up with, up to the plastic containers, and then of course the big containers too. But pretty typical sizes. You can get the 2400 size and up to the 6000 count capacity. That's the cool thing about BBs. On that subject is for the cost, what you spend for them, they last forever. I mean, my goodness, it's some of the most cost-efficient stuff you can get to have fun and to practice with if you get on that end of it. Now, a lot of my daisies, my BB guns and stuff like that, and even my other BB guns that are not daisies, I use daisy BBs in them. But for me, the most I've found for precision accuracy, and some of y'all may not know about these, but I'm going to share them with you. They're right here. And it's the majority of what I actually use is the Match Grade Precision Ground Shot. I actually got one of these open over here. I can show you. It's got plastic glitter on it. This one won't have that. There we go. But you can see here that these are precision ground shot, basically. These are supposed to be as uniform and round as a ball bearing when it comes down to just precision, the precision aspect of it. And I found that to be true. I'm trying to get that to focus in for you the best I can. There we go. But yeah, they are the exact bore size for Daisy. So there's no bounce, no wobble, or no you don't get that zigzag going on in your barrel. With these, they're perfectly smooth, perfectly round, and yeah. And I've noticed the difference. I've noticed the difference on paper. Don't stand here and take my word for it. Like I say in all my videos, I'm no know-it-all. I don't know it all. No. But I can tell you what I found out on paper with my guns is that these are by far the most accurate that I've used. This match grade. And so far, honestly, I've not found this match grade in any container any bigger than the 1050 count. This is as big as I can find these. That's why I've got so many of those here. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you mainly. That I enjoy this stuff here, and I generally use this for practically everything anymore, unless it's just my son or niece, nephew, whatever, come over and we're just throwing BBs at targets or something like that, and we'll use the big containers. But they all have their purposes. We all know that. I don't have to get into that whole spiel. It's easier packed. It'd be easier just to get a paper tube, to put in your pocket or whatever and go on. It's kind of common sense stuff, Are you going to buy and then buy something this big and pour it off into another container? What's economically best for you? That's on you. I'm not going to stand here and tell you what to do, And it, like having this many to the point of these is just me like going to my store, and every time I go in there, I don't walk out empty-handed. I'll always pick up at least 2 or 3 of these and then come home with them. And then one time I went and I had so many of these, I was like, there was only like 5 left in one of these boxes. And I just picked the whole box up off the shelf and took the checkout. And I remember them ringing me up. They pulled them all out and was going to throw the box away. I said, no, I want the box. It's got Daisy on it. Of course I want it. But that's how I wound up with the whole paper box, and then just use what I had bought to fill it up. Now, these Red Ryder tubes, these are really interesting. And the only place that I have found these are in the, it's like a kit. You can get a kit that sells the whole red gun stock, the Red Ryder zip up scabbard for your rifle. You'll get one of these, you'll get targets and something else in this. And I thought those were just really, really nifty to find those Red Ryder actual paper tubes. That's interesting. And using their old bullseye logo back in the day. There were so many variations on all their design and their packaging over the years. It's almost crazy to keep up with if you're a collector. But in a modern sense, this is what I found, and this is what I use and works for me. So now you know, and we'll leave it there. I'm not going to sit here and talk for 20 minutes about BBs. We all know what they do and what their purposes are. I just wanted to bring your attention to certain things, and the match grade for sure. The match grade is what I use, and like I said, don't take my word for it. Buy some. You're going to use it anyway. Buy some, try it on paper, compare it against your regular Daisy BBs or your Crosman Black Widow or your Crosman Coppers. See what you think. You're never out when you buy a supply like this because you can always use it. Guys, I'll let you go on that. Hope you enjoy what you see. Take care. And let's try to keep these smooth bores in the bullseye. Until the next video, take care.